Yep, Sean back here again. This is video 2 of optimizing your LinkedIn profile. Hopefully you've actioned everything in video 1. If you haven't actioned in video 1, go sort video 1 out. All those things need to be done first before you do anything else. Making the assumption that you have done it, what I'm wanting to show you now is how you start adding some of the more interesting bits. So once people have looked at the quick look here, which say will take between 4 and 8 seconds, 20 seconds if you're lucky, and they're interested, then they're going to dig further and they're going to start looking at things like this about. So again, you go into this little pencil over there, and this is where you start changing your about. I find it easier. You go over here and you drag it down just so you can have a better look at what you're physically doing there. And you want to start writing something about yourself. Now, quite often, there's 2 things I find. When you go look at many profiles that haven't been optimized, you will find that there's 2 or 3 lines there, or else the alternative, somebody's gone and written a big long description that takes too much energy to actually read, and I just physically don't read it. So again, to make this very user-friendly and acknowledging that 75% or 3/4 of the population are visually orientated, I want to make sure that I'm putting in a visual focus around this, so it doesn't, when somebody's reading it, they don't have to consume a lot of energy to actually digest it and to understand it. So the first thing we're wanting to do is, and there's probably 2 broad strategies you can put around how you're going to create the content here. The one strategy is to, first of all, understand what are the questions that your customers are asking out there, your target group. What are their pain points when they are looking to engage somebody like you? They've always got a list of 5 or 10 questions in their back of their mind. Bring those questions up and start addressing those questions directly right up front. The other way of doing it, as I've done in my profile over here, is I've started with saying exactly what it is I do. So the opening sentence is what it is, what I do. If people don't want to read a whole paragraph there, then I've got bullet points. And like I said in the other video, these little emojis, I've only been able to add those emojis by accessing my mobile phone to add them. You can't do them on your desktop. So those bullet points are just to make it really easy. And then I'm really reiterating what I've said here lower down. So who do I work with? So I can help, hopefully, whoever's reading this say, okay, this person's talking to me or they're not talking to me. What do I do? As I said a number of times, we don't want to talk about you and yourself. You want to talk about what you do, because that's the part that resonates with the audience. Why it works, because everybody's got doubts. So I've used that as a heading. How it works, just a very basic rundown, and then a call to action. Are you wanting to explore this further? And here are my contact details. And there's even a online booking platform. You can go into calendly.com and you can book a 15-minute session. So that's in a nutshell. You're welcome to copy this if you're wanting to copy it, or create your own. Pretty basic. I'll just make this smaller again. The next section you'll see, which is really important over here, and most people are either not aware of it or they don't do anything about it, and that is the media section. We can either upload a hard file, that could be a PDF document or a picture or something like that, or you can insert a link. So if you take a video that's related to your business, maybe you've uploaded it into YouTube, you would go put your YouTube link into there. So it's very easy to operate. You go to upload, go into your computer, find something that's worth uploading, and I'm not sure whether I'm under pressure now. I can actually find anything to upload. So let me just go upload a picture. Let's put that picture up. So the trick over here, again, we've spoken about search bots a number of times. This is about the 3 yeses. So the title, and I'm going to remove this after I've shown this to you. But if this was a big search word out there, I could say, yes, the answer to business ability. So I would be using keywords that I used, that I know the search bots are looking for. and put the 3 yeses you need to know, and just simply say apply. And I think you can put 6 of these up in total. So just say save, and there it shows. So the reason why this is important is it not only differentiates you from other people, but again, people are visually orientated. And you can see there's a little image here, and then you've got those keywords coming up over here. So people are, even if they don't go in here and they read more, they're going to say, oh, that looks interesting. What is that? And they click it and they go directly into it. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the people to spend more time in your profile so they understand who you are and increase the foot traffic, obviously, going into your profile. There's a far better chance you get this right that people will then contact you. Or if you contact them, they'll probably know about you. Or if you contact them, then they say, okay, they're going to have to go and research me. They're going to go in here and they've got a whole access to a whole bunch of information. So that's with the about section. The next part you're wanting to work on is your skills and endorsements. So if you go down over here, in fact, let me talk first of all about experience. So the nice thing about experience is you want, especially this section over here, the about us, to be consistent with your experience section. So, and it's pretty much the same format as you've seen before. So when you go and change this, you're obviously putting your title, putting your company in. So now, because I have created a separate LinkedIn profile for my business itself, I'm able to actually pull in the logo so it looks professional. Go in here, scroll down, and you can see it's very much the same thing. What do you need? The real world, how it works, make it a book to make a start. So I've given some information here that will address some of the common questions and concerns that people have before they engage with me, and a call to action at the bottom. At the bottom here, then, exactly the same thing, upload or a link. So I've put 2 up. There's a whole lot more I can put on. Watch out for this little thing at the bottom here. This is share with your networks. In other words, every time you make a change here, if this is on and then you press save, the message goes out to your network that you've done a change. I generally have mine off. I would rather be contacting my network with a particular message rather than I've just done an update. And sometimes it can just become noise for the people that are actually looking at your profile. So the nice thing here, your experience, you can add as much experience as you want within reason. So this is what I'm doing at the moment. But I've also got other programs within my business. So here I've spoken about my SOAP, which is a strategy on a page. I've spoken about sales coaching, which I'm doing at the moment. So you can see all of these at the moment. They're all currently running. They're present, they're present, they're present. So I would much rather people be scrolling down here and seeing all the different things I'm doing. So, for example, again, if you're a mortgage broker, you may be specializing in a particular area. Let's go back to Wellington. You do mortgage broking for residential properties in the Wellington area. But you may also do Nelson and Picton. Create another one here. You can actually create for a mortgage broker in Nelson and Picton. Or do you have different types of mortgage broking within your industry? So that's pretty straightforward. The last section I'm going through quite a lot over here is your skills and endorsements. Now, skills and endorsements are important because it shows what your area of speciality is. So if you go into here and you click that, you can only put, these are things are called pins, so you can only pin 3 of your top skills at the top over here. The reason why this is important to modify is because LinkedIn decides what you are and they choose it. So unless you go change it, you may find that your skill levels, your top 3 skills are not the ones that you are actually the tops in. If you need to change this, just go there and actually delete it. If you scroll further down, it says you've got industry knowledge in all these different areas over here. I've already gone through here and I had some strange ones which I've actually just gone and deleted. but I'm happy with all the other ones here. So it's very easy to just make sure that you've got all the skills in here. If you find that you're doing something that is not actually showing, you can just go into Adjust Endorsement Settings. That's actually not right, but anyway, certainly where I've gone in here, I strongly recommend you got all three of those as yes, because you want to leverage this. Add a new skill. Sorry, that's where it is. Add a new skill. So if you find something is missing there, just start typing in over here, and then it will appear, or the nearest fit will actually apply. You can see I can add up to 32 more skills from what I've got already, which is a huge amount. So hopefully that all makes sense. In terms of strategy, once we start using LinkedIn, which will come in the later videos, you will see that you'll actually start endorsing other people for skill sets that they've got. And in return, you'll find half those people will come back and endorse you. The skills that they will endorse you with are the ones that are showing in those top three. And that's what you're actually wanting. So hopefully that all makes sense. And yeah, it'll be good to see once you've optimized your profile. Thank you.